Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Snowbreak. Now in today's video what I want to do is talk about weapons versus characters. Which one is more important? Now I'm going to say this straight away, there is no answer to this technically because it's based on you. Which reason are you guys playing this game? Are you playing Snowbreak so that you can have faster progression, or are you playing Snowbreak to see the characters the devs release, get the characters the devs release because they look cool, or are you there just to play a game, like progress as fast as possible, make your account as strong as possible? Why are you playing this game? And that is up to you to decide. So I'm going to answer that question myself. I play Snowbreak and I play many gacha games for the characters. I do not care about the weapons, even if the weapons make the characters strong, as long as the difference between getting a weapon and not having the weapon isn't too much. I will always favor getting the character. Now in the sense of in Snowbreak as well, having a 5-star weapon versus a 4-star weapon, there isn't really a huge difference. Maybe for certain characters there is a huge difference between getting the 5-star weapon for them and having a 4-star weapon, but in my opinion I would rather go ahead and get the characters over the weapon. Especially I do believe a lot of people are like that as well, because when Snowbreak was getting released, no one asked what is the best weapons to go for. Everyone was asking what is the best characters to go for in terms of obviously strongest, and then obviously who's the coolest looking one as well. You've played the game for a while now, you know who's your favorite character, who looks the coolest, who it makes you enjoy this game. And obviously if there's progression that makes you enjoy this game, then go ahead and get the weapons that will help you progress. And if there's the characters and they waiting for the future characters the devs will release, seeing how the animations improves, how the characters get better and whatnot, if that is why you're playing this game, then obviously focus on that. So with me, I care more about the characters and I will not be summoning for the weapons. This links in with my last video where I talked about the 4-star weapons and why I absolutely recommended to go ahead and buy the 4-star weapon. Now a lot of people say it's horrible for your progression, but like I said, how else are people going to be getting this 4-star weapons if they don't really care about weapons banner? No, if I'm not summoning for weapons banner, how else am I going to be getting this 4-star weapon? Am I going to carry on playing this game with 3-star weapons that I'm leveling up to get to level 50, level 60, using all my resources on this 3-star weapon that only provides one basic buff? And even if I'm using supportive character, this becomes useless on them. Will I be going ahead and do that? No, I don't want to do that. So I'm obviously going to go ahead and prioritize getting the 4-star weapons with credits rather than using the digicash, which is a premium currency that is limited by the amount the devs want to give you, as well as whether you're willing to spend money in the game. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people will probably value getting the characters, saving the digicash to summon for characters, than rather use it on progression, quote unquote, with the 5-star weapons. Like I said in my last video, how else am I meant to get 4-star weapons? Am I just gonna have to summon on the weapons banner, use my digicash rewards that I actually need for my characters? Especially when you take a look at the rates in the game being 0.7% and the pity system being like 50-50. I could absolutely get screwed in the banner and I won't be able to play with one of my favorite characters that get released in the future just because I decided to do some summons on the weapons banner. So that was where I was coming from with that last video. Credits is farmable. It's going to take you time to get those credits back. However, it is farmable. You get presence, which is the stamina resources which recharges. It's a consistent amount every single day, so that's consistent rewards and consistent progression you can have every single day. It might take a long time, it might take a lot of small amounts of time, but at the end of the day you are spending resources that is farmable. With digicash, it isn't technically farmable. It's not continuous farmable resources you can get. It's dependent on how much devs want to give us with the event. So like I said, it's up to you guys to decide how you want to play this game. My recommendation was based on the fact that if you guys are not going to be summoning on a banner, the weapons banner, then how else are you going to get 4-star weapons besides buying it from the credits? You are going to lose out on the credits, you're going to lose out a little bit on the progression, but at the end of the day you're able to save your digicash. However, if you're someone who has been summoning on the weapons banner, in the future you will continue to summon for weapon banner, then obviously there is no reason for you guys to go into this and buy this, because eventually you will be able to summon it. But if you're not going to be spending on that, how else are you going to get it? So I feel like a lot of people did not understand that with my last video. I play this game to see the latest characters, the stunning, beautiful characters. When I play Genshin Impact, I don't care about the weapons the character has. Yes, the weapons can make the character strong. However, there is no reason for me to even pull the 5-star weapons, especially even in co-op. Yes, I can see my Yao deal insane amount of damage now with Cowboy Kabop, whatever is the weapon is called. I can see her deal an insane amount of damage. But don't forget, you're doing co-op with 2 other people that will also provide you guys with help. There is no technically reason for you guys to go hard for 5-star weapons unless you really want to focus on that character and you want to mid-max everything. So in terms of progression is going to take time. I don't understand why people are trying to rush progression. Like, depending on what you focus on in this game is going to depend on what or how much value you place on each individual resources. The value I place towards the credit or the silver block is way lower than the value I place over the digicash. Even the devs know that themselves as well. Digicash is way more important. Saving your digicash is way more important than silver block. There will always be a time where depending on how long you play on this game, you will always have enough silver block. There will be a time where you have enough silver block, you're not scrapping anymore. However, there will never ever be a time where you feel like you have enough digicash. There will never ever be a time for that, especially if you're a free-to-play player. You will always feel like you're limited in the amount of digicash you have. However, with credits, by just playing this game, by just progressing, eventually you will have enough digicash, and eventually there will be no reason for you guys to be worried about spending your digicash like crazy. So in that sense, I do value digicash a lot more, and I feel like majority of the players value digicash more. And if you guys are worried about mid-maxing everything like little by little, making sure you progress as fast as possible, then you guys are clearly playing the game for a different reason than I am. So right now in the current stage, I am level 55. My progression is level 54. This is my neuronics for my character. This is my logistics. Yes, I haven't mid-maxed my logistics. I haven't gotten it to plus 15. None of my characters have a plus 15 logistics. However, I'm not hindered by anything. There's literally no reason to get plus 15 for anything right now, even though I'm progressing this game. Now, obviously, maybe if you want to go into like not Giga Link, if you want to go over to Neuro Simulation and absolutely smoke this boss, then yes, it's going to be important to have plus 15 for everything. But you can take your time with progression. That is something you can always do with games. Take your time with it. If you guys value just taking it slowly, but obviously there is going to be players who just go into a game, try and mid-max everything immediately. There's people like that, and they play the game for that reason. That's fine. We're not gonna impose our will on them to tell them take your time with the game. If they want to play that game that way, then they can go ahead and play that game that way. I just want to get the latest characters, guys. It's not that hard to understand. If you're playing multiple gacha games, you've seen how evolution of characters become. Like later on, characters will have more stunning animations, much more intricate design, much more better playstyle or different playstyle. In terms of right now, yes, maybe getting that 5-star weapon will provide you with the best progression, the best stats and whatnot. But what about in the future? And if you're looking at everything in the future, if you're a free-to-play player, you're looking towards the future. How can I manage and ration my digicash? And the best way is to only summon for characters you want, forget the weapons. And how else are you going to get the weapons? Then just go ahead and buy it with credits. That's easy to farm just by using your stamina. It's going to take like 3 days or 4 days to get back the 300k that you used, which isn't even a long day. It isn't a lot. And I'm not in any rush to get all my logistics to plus 15. I don't know why anyone is trying to rush that. My weapons aren't even leveled up that much. So the only weapon I have a level 60 is this one. And the rest are like level 30. And I'm still able to progress. I'm not stuck in anything. So there's no reason to even worry about trying to mid-max everything at this point in the game. Because it's only been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks since the game has been out. And I don't know why everyone's trying to get plus 15. Which, mind you, is the highest level you can get for the logistics, I think. Is it the highest? I don't know. Just to unlock the third talent, it is you have to get to level 15. But like still, why are you trying to mid-max everything? The game has only been out for over 2 weeks now, and everyone's trying to mid-max everything. But at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of people play the game for different reasons. A lot of people go into games trying to mid-max it as fast as possible. All we can do is just respect their play style, and we move on and play the game the way we want to play it. Don't worry about credits, guys. I mean, obviously worry about it. Don't waste your credits buying useless stuff. But like that weapon, having a way to guarantee getting that specific weapon you require, that is absolutely amazing. Especially for Frightshare with that weapon, the strawberry something. That is an easy way to get that. Especially if you don't want to go into the gacha just trying to hope your luck is gonna hit. So honestly, I kind of understand why a lot of people value, the progression and not wanting to spend credits on the 4-star weapons. But at the end of the day, no one plays the game the same way you do. Everyone plays for different reason. and I did kind of highlight it in that last video, so I'm making a separate video just to hopefully highlight it again. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more content on Snowbreak. Hopefully I clarified everything, and no one is trying to come for my head or trying to say I gave horrible advice or whatnot. I just wanted to clarify. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more content on Snowbreak. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.